G'day, it's Rob here again. Well, I'm down in the workshop. It's been raining. Well, it is raining, so you probably hear some rain noise on the metal roof. We've got the heater going. Had that going for about, I don't know, 10 minutes. And I mean, that diesel heater's been an absolute godsend. It's made it much better in the workshop. It's a pretty big workshop. And after half an hour of it running flat out, the workshop temperature's quite cosy. So yeah, it definitely will heat up this 20 by 30 foot workshop, uninsulated, no problem whatsoever. Just have to give it a little while, and yeah, so I bang her up to number 6 on the output level, and then after about, I don't know, an hour or so I might knock it back to midway, you know. Anyway, there's the trolley on the bench, and I'm putting wheels on it, and I'm making up some trick axles. The way I'm doing it's a bit different to how they had it, and yeah, come in close and have a look at it. So the original wheels fitted on the outside of this tube, and the wheels I've got smaller centres, so I'm making some stub axles to go in here, only short, and then I'll put the wheel on, and then I'll drill a hole and I'll stick weld the stub axle into the tubing, that way it can't go anywhere, and it should do the job nicely. I'm using some of that weightlifting bar that I picked up off the side of the road a couple of videos back, and just machining that down. It's good, strong stuff. I think it's moly chrome, and just making the stub axles out of that. You can see I've turned that down partly. Just rip off the threaded section, and we're good to go. I've got a bit in the lathe. I'm just finishing it off. I'll show you that. Right, here's the wheel that's got to go on, and these plastic wheels, they're quite strong actually, they're solid. They did have a plastic centre in them, but I've machined that out, and I've put 3 roller bearings in there, which will spread the load quite nicely. And yeah, just had them laying around. These are scrap bearings out of something I've dismantled. So I've now got to machine the pin that's in the chuck so that this will fit on. It just has to have a skim off this morning. Here's the heater. It's gone from 10 to 13 degrees on the dial, so the air temperature's picking up. And I was running it on some old diesel that's got petrol in it. I made a mistake. I filled up the old Tardy years ago with some petrol instead of diesel, so it's got a 70% diesel, 30% petrol mix. Runs fine, loves it. And I also put an exhaust extension on it. I'll show you the other exhaust I've got. You can see down there I've got the exhaust coming out as it was before, and down into the original muffler, and then down through some more pipe that I ordered, and into a second muffler, and back out another door. That muffler there is really good. So the 2 mufflers daisy chained. There's basically no exhaust noise. All the noise you hear is fan noise or burner noise. So just the ticking noise is virtually no ticking noise either. So that's good. You know, I mean, a bit of fan noise, too bad. Right, let's see how this goes. The size is pretty close. It's just the skim off, just the tiniest bit. Now we'll mark it for a split pin. Should do it. Now we'll just trim off the excess. Well, we're now at 16, 17 degrees. We're going for about hour and a half. So you can see it's banged it up a long way from 10 degrees when I first started, and it's still on maximum. I'll probably turn it back now. Doesn't need to be this hot. Well, there you are, job done. Good enough for the workshop, and just put a few bits and pieces together and you've got something that's usable again. Alright, that's it for now. I'll see you next time. Cheers.